Concerted Media peeps and NBA fans all around the world, what is up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion, joined by Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. I love this, dude. We're talking NBA Finals. We're talking LBJ. We're talking D. Wade. We're talking Russell Westbrook. He had a huge game tonight and everything. And I'm talking about 3 games to 1 is where this series is at right now. Miami has total control, in my personal opinion, and this is fantastic. And we told you that the Heat were going to the finals and they were going to win. Predicted it a long time ago. Paul, this was an enormous game. And, you know, the OKC came out strong, and this thing was they were, you know, the Heat were down big, and then they came back, and it was close at the half, and then in the third quarter, they started turning around. And you could see those fans there in Miami, you know, let's go Heat, they were chanting, and they had the white t-shirts on and everything like that. And then sort of the outside shots started hitting. And LeBron James and Batty and Chalmers did some great stuff. And I think this was a team effort. And, you know, they did what they needed to do. I like the defense from the Heat. And they withstood the charge by Westbrook because he had a lot of points. And they got another big win at home, Paul.
This was a great game. This game had pretty much everything. Oklahoma City came out completely on fire. They couldn't miss. They were up by 17 points, I think, in the first quarter. It looked like it was going to be blowout city for the Thunder, and it was going to be 2-2. And you know, we knew we would then go going back to Oklahoma City one way or the other. But Miami came back strong in the second quarter. They went on like a 16-0 run, just insane. Go get into the second half, more back and forth. Miami looked like they were slowly gaining control of the game, but then, man, Russell Westbrook just went crazy. I think he had like 16 or some points in the fourth quarter. He just went on a mission. He just went nuts. 43 points for him tonight, I think. I mean, I think him and Durant were the only 2 guys in double figures for Oklahoma City, and they still almost won this game. This was a great game. We saw LeBron get the cramps near the end of the game. We hope that LeBron didn't pull a muscle or anything like that. That would certainly be bad news for Miami, but Miami is now up 3-1 in this series. In the history of the NBA Finals, no team has ever come back down 3-1 to win the championship. So Miami hasn't won it yet, but this was a gigantic step towards winning the first ring for LeBron James. Massive
step. And all those haters that want to talk, where are you down at, haters? Where are you at now? Okay, let's talk about this. This is real time. We do it live. You know how we do it, live to tape. But and the question I'm talking to you here, haters, is this. You know, what about all this stuff about, oh, the 3 Kings are so bad and LeBron James and the decision and it hasn't lived up to expectations and whatever. Haters, they made it to the finals last year. Okay, they didn't win. What's it looking like this year? They're right back at the finals, and the 3 Kings may win that first ring, dude. And I mean, look, Westbrook, you got to give your hands out to him right there. You got to give him a lot of props. OKC fans, everything. I mean, that man knows how to attack the hoop, knows how to attack the lane. He's so quick. He has that quick drive, Paul, and everything, and he can bust the outside shot too. I mean, Westbrook just put that OKC team, on his back and says, I got this, and was making things happen. But like you said, when you have 2 stars there, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, that are doing it, it's not enough. They needed that third piece, Harden, and then some action from that, from the other players on the floor and that bench, and they weren't getting it to the extent that Miami was. What was great here is that, when LeBron James went out and he was a little dinged up, and even before that, you see people like Chalmers and some others that maybe aren't the superstar players, but when it's clutch, they find a way to do it. Or even on defense with Battier, getting that tip ball, or Wade. Remember that whole rebound situation where Wade was just showing tremendous leaps, dude. You remember that one where he just, was going up to defend the outside shot there? I mean, there's a huge elevation, but I'm talking specifically about that time when the ball was going up the rebound and he jumps and he's out of bounds. He with tremendous elevation, he throws it back in there. That's a key rebound right there when the game is that close to the fourth quarter, Paul.
That was a huge play. Look, Wade was great. He needed to be. They needed him tonight. Didn't shoot extremely well, but it didn't matter. He scored. He scored the ball tonight. He had 25 points. I know that his trainer, I think the guy's name is Tim Grover, came down to work with him because there's been talk Wade's been having trouble with his knees, so I think he wanted to work with the trainer, kind of get some tips, what he can do to kind of maximize his legs and his effectiveness in this series. It paid off tonight. I thought Wade did not look that good early, but he turned it on. As you mentioned, Miami had a big three tonight, which was better than Oklahoma City's big two, and the third one was not Chris Bosh, it was Mario Chalmers. Mario Chalmers had, I think, 11 points or 12 points in the fourth quarter, and he started out this game awful. He was so bad that I think they benched him for Norris Cole, the backup rookie point guard, who played great. But I guess Norris Cole playing well just kind of lit a fire under Mario Chalmers, and he was enormous in this game. There's no way they win this game without him. He had 25 points. He was huge. As you mentioned, Battier with that save on the tip ball, the jump ball, he saved that from going out of bounds. That was absolutely critical. Look, Miami did what they had to do tonight under duress, and now they are in complete control. This is the closest LeBron James has ever been to a title. 3 games to 1. This is it. And I think that as long as LeBron James is healthy for Game 5, and I would imagine he would be unless he pulled a muscle, I think Miami is going to come out in Game 5 like just a blazing ball of fire and just try to soar right into that championship for LeBron.
And let's talk about that situation right there. I mean, to me, look, we hope LeBron James is okay. It's just cramps, this and that, whatever. I mean, he's been playing a lot of minutes in these series, Paul, and really stepping up. In my personal opinion, he's shown why he's the MVP of the league and the MVP of the NBA Finals, in my personal opinion. But let's put that on pause for a second. We'll get back to LBJ, and we love LeBron. He's awesome. But to me, psychologically, okay, you have the Heat that have now won 3 in a row, okay, and we heard a lot of talk after that first game where, what did Oklahoma do? And they're a great team, we give them all kinds of respect. Oklahoma won the first game on their home court, okay, that's basically supposed to happen in my personal opinion. Now the Heat have won 3 in a row, okay, but let's put that in, that's one part of the context. The other part of the context is they won this key game right here, dude, Game 4, with LeBron James out at the last part of the game and injured. That could have, for a lesser team that wasn't ready to step up and get that championship ring, that may have put them, psychologically in a deficit. You're facing a young, hungry team here in Oklahoma City. That was an opportunity for Oklahoma City to take over again. We've seen before, and you've talked about before, about how when LBJ, LeBron James is out, that's when it gets close. That LeBron James has carried this team before. And when he's not playing in there, that's when, they can lose the lead or have the lead shrink or anything like that. So here's LeBron James, over there on the bench getting 10-2 by trainers. He's out of the fourth quarter. The game is relatively close. And this team found a way to win with, again, Chalmers and Wade and the defense and everything like that. And for them to win this critical game, Paul, with LeBron out of it, I think that has to put them in a whole different level of elevation in terms of their mentality, and it's got to be a crushing blow psychologically to OKC.
I completely agree with that. There's a couple things that happen in this game that are going to be very difficult, I think, for Oklahoma City to overcome going into Game 5, provided that LeBron is healthy. Number one, what you just said. LeBron was out at the end of this game. You had it. You could see Oklahoma City was feeling it. They want to roll. They know all series long, LeBron goes out, they make a run, meaning Oklahoma City. But he was out. You didn't get it done. That's number one. Number two, Russell Westbrook went crazy. He's not going to shoot that well and score that many points that easily, probably in any other game in this series. So you wasted that. You wasted that. That's number two. Number three, they had a 17-point lead in this game. Oklahoma City was up 17. If you can't protect the 17-point lead, what is safe? Well, what's going to be safe?
Nothing.
Number four, and this is important, and this was something I noticed throughout the entire game, particularly in the second half. Miami started to physically intimidate, I don't know if intimidate's the right word. They started to physically kind of impose their will on Oklahoma City. They started kind of getting rougher, more physical. I'm not saying they were dirty, but they were really letting Oklahoma City know, we're here, you're not getting easy shots, we're going to be all over you on defense. And I think that might have gotten Oklahoma City a little out of sorts, except for Russell Westbrook. So they're the younger team, Oklahoma City. You know, when it starts getting a little tougher, a little more physical, we're going to have to see how they respond. And the only one that responded well tonight was Russell Westbrook, but that wasn't enough. So I think those four things right there is going to make it very difficult for Oklahoma City in Game 5, as well as they've lost 3 straight games now. They haven't lost 3 straight games in this playoffs to anybody. They lost 2 straight to San Antonio, and then they won 4 straight. Oklahoma City is back against the wall, but I know Miami does not want to go back to Oklahoma City. They want to close this thing out in Game 5, put it to bed, put it to rest. I think that they're going to come out of the gates on Thursday full force and just try to put Oklahoma City away right from the beginning.
Oh, I can see that right there. I mean, I can vision it right now. You can have this situation where, you know, LBJ and the Miami Heat come out and just blast OKC and put it to bed and get the victory right there on their home court in AAA Arena, and then go out there and have a celebration right there in center court, having the ceremony and everything on their center court, and then maybe even going out there and dealing with the fans right there in front of AAA Arena and just celebrating that ring and everything. And then you've got South Beach right there, and they can just, the party can continue, dude. This is South Florida. It's South Beach. This is like party capital of the U.S., if not the world, in my personal opinion, or at least right up there. I mean, you got Vegas and everything, but you know, see, we're talking South Beach, dude. And this is incredible, Paul. This could be like the super party, and why not do it on your home court in front of all of your fans that have supported you, Paul?
Yeah, my guess is this. My guess is that there'll be a lot of people down in front of the arena at the next game anticipating the championship. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to win, but my guess is there'll be a lot of people down there, and obviously South Beach will be ready to party, and if they win, man, it's going to go crazy down there like it's New Year's or something.
Absolutely. South Beach is always ready to party, and we love that, and we love the people here. You know, this is a great situation. It's a great area, and they won a championship, in my personal opinion, the NBA fans, the Heat fans at least. But do we have any information at this time, at this stage, about LeBron James, about his health? Has there been any kind of quick update? Do we know if it's cramps? Do we know if it's worse than that? Is there any information at this time that we have on that?
I haven't seen anything yet. I was just watching ESPN. I haven't seen an update yet, but I know that Eric Spoelstra and probably LeBron himself will be going to the podium to address the media, so we should be getting updates soon.
Absolutely, and I gotta tell you, you know, it looked to me when he was walking off the court there at the final shot, when going in the locker room, he seemed to be walking a little bit better. Hopefully, this is just some kind of cramp stuff. And look, he's played a lot of minutes. Yes, he's a great athlete. He's an elite athlete. He's the MVP. But at the same time, you know, I mean, you know, sometimes you have to rest, and sometimes you get a little bit dinged. I have to think, Paul, that they've got, you know, all the best trainers are going to be working on him. They're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that he's ready for the next game. No doubt about it. I mean, I mean, LeBron, it's going to be impossible to keep LeBron James out of the next game. I mean, this is the game that he's been waiting for. You think about the motivation of LeBron James right now to win this next game his way, on his court, and frankly, quite frankly, to be the star of that game, he needs to make this a signature moment. This is going to be a facial to all the haters, and I just think it would just take an enormous situation to keep LeBron James out of that game.
I completely agree. Look, LeBron almost had a triple-double tonight, and if he wouldn't have hurt his leg, he probably would have had. All he needed was one rebound, and that would have come, I'm sure, if he hadn't hurt his leg. There's no way, you know, barring a serious injury, in my opinion, that he's not going to play. He wants the title. He wants the Finals MVP, and he deserves the Finals MVP, and he's going to want to come out in the next game and just put it on. And I'll tell you, LeBron, as far as it's certainly not in Miami. He hasn't had one good jump shooting game in this series yet. He's had them against Boston, whatever. If he comes out and hitting his shot early, I mean, he could just go nuts in the next game because he's due for that.
He's absolutely due for that, and this is it. I'm calling Game 5 LeBron's game. I think that the Heat are going to win in Game 5 as long as LeBron is even reasonably healthy. I think the Heat are feeling it. I think that they have the momentum. I think they figure something out. OKC, you can read the statistics. I mean, you have to win 3 straight, and I don't think that's going to happen. But like you said, Paul, I think it's a total motivation right now, total psychology, all for the Heat right now. And this is LeBron James's moment. This is his year. This is the Heat's year, and this is a way to quash everything. I mean, any kind of talk and negativity about the Heat, in my personal opinion, can be totally quashed right now. This is the Heat's time for victory. It's LeBron James' time for victory. This is a chance to set up the dynasty. And look, we've talked about before, and let's just tee that up right now. If the Heat win, and if they win the NBA Finals, which I predict they are going to do, how many free agents, Paul? This was a short year. You had all kinds. How many free agents are going to want to be revving up, their plane ticket to come to South Beach and down here to South Florida to be part of this championship team and the excitement and the fan interest and the fun that is the Miami Heat and South Florida?
I think a whole bunch of them. Like, I've heard rumors, I've heard not rumors, but rumblings about Steve Nash, although we're not sure about that. Steve Nash, I don't know if he's going to do that or not. Although, I mean, if you want to get a ring, they need a point guard as well as Mario Chalmers played tonight. Steve Nash would be a perfect fit for the Heat. I don't know if he'll do that or not. I'm sure they'll be interested in him. I don't know if they have enough salary cap space to pay him what he's looking for, but as I told you before, what happened in this year because of the lockout was that guys missed a lot of salary. So they couldn't afford to, take a lark and go chase a ring. They needed to get paid. Well, they got paid. Next year, we're back to normal. Guys know what to expect. They know they're going to be getting their checks, etc. So now can begin an exodus of people who can take the pay cuts and go down to Miami, especially if they win that ring. If they win the ring, I think you will see a real interest and talent going down there to chase rings. And look, I mean, let's be clear, it's Miami. I mean, who doesn't want to live in Miami? There's already been talk about Ray Allen. There's been talk about different guys, Steve Nash, Ray Allen, others. Ray Allen is a strong possibility from what I've heard. I've heard that he's thinking between Miami and the Clippers, LA Clippers. Look, the Clippers are great. They're a heck of a team. I respect them a lot. I don't know if they're ready to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. But if Miami wins a ring, if you're Ray Allen, you want a ring, it's pretty simple. So, in my opinion anyway. So, I think that all the factors are coming together, and I do believe that if Miami wins this title, which they are clearly in position to do now, I think you could be seeing the real beginnings of a dynasty.
Hey, and what about this? I mean, what about Dwight Howard? I mean, there's all kinds of different discussion about that kind of stuff. I mean, we could do something right there at the C position. And what about a Jeremy Lin and Linsanity? I can't envision the New York Knicks giving him up. But you know what? I mean, hey, I don't know if a long-term contract's been put in place yet. And I mean, what about bringing Linsanity into this whole situation? That could be incredible. I think there's going to be a lot of talk and a lot of interest all around the league from people that want to be part of a championship organization and be part of a fun situation, in my personal opinion. Of course, as we always say, this is all of our personal opinion only, not alleged facts, like I said, personal, for entertainment, parody purpose only. Please check disclaimers. But I gotta think this is going to be great for South Florida. It's great for the city of Miami. I think it's great for the NBA. I think it's great for LeBron James. I mean, now you've got people so interested. I mean, think about where we started with the lockout,
right.
and now here we are right here at the NBA Finals. I mean, David Stern, hats off to you, hats off to the NBA. Everyone's excited about this. We're right here on the verge of another championship in Miami and LeBron James' first championship. And Paul, it would be great for this MVP of the league to cap this whole situation off right here. And I think the excitement's just going to go just through the roof.
I would love to see LeBron James win the regular season MVP, which he already did, and the Finals MVP. Now, the head coach of the Heat is talking right now. I'll see if he says anything about LeBron. What you said is right. Miami is pumped up. I think it's time for the nation of the United States and for the world to kind of put away, close the drawer on the LeBron hate. He's paid his dues. He's ready to win. And I think as long as he's healthy and ready to go. I think in Game 5 he's going to come out and really try to put a statement down and solidify his greatness.
And tell me this, because I haven't followed it. You know this. That's why you're the NBA expert. Is LeBron James going to go over there to England for the Olympics? Is he part of the dream team this year?
Yeah, LeBron is part of the dream team.
Of course
That's right.
He is. Of course. And think about that, like what you just said there about America and everything like that. Think about LeBron James, the NBA MVP, who I believe will also be the NBA Finals MVP, getting his first ring. And this guy, in my personal opinion, is a worldwide NBA pro basketball sensation, and definitely will, after this, if he wins, will absolutely be a pro basketball sensation, and all the fanfare and all the excitement and everything like that. Then to go over there to England to represent the United States in the 2012 Olympics as part of that dream team. You think about the kind of excitement, the kind of pride and everything like that. How great that will be for the NBA. How great that will be, for America and everything like that. And that right there, in my personal opinion, is going to be so great for LeBron and so great for the NBA and so great, frankly, for the U.S. Olympic team and organization and for America, Paul. I just can't even, it's blowing my mind right now. I'm very excited about this. This puts everything on Game 5. In my personal opinion. And I got to think that LeBron James is going to do whatever he can to be healthy. And my prediction is that he will be healthy. He will play on Game 5. I think he's going to be the star of Game 5. And I think they're going to win. What do you want to say about that?
I just want to say, I think you're right. Look, I'm watching the Spoelstra press conference, the coach. Nobody's mentioned anything about injuries. He hasn't mentioned anything. So there's nothing to indicate, at least at this point, that there's any pull or tear or anything. It looks like it was just cramps. So what you said is great. This could basically be the summer of LeBron.
Yes.
Going from regular season MVP to finals MVP to first title to Olympic gold medalist. I mean, how incredible would that be? It'd basically be the coming out party for like the domination of LeBron, and LeBron takes over the NBA finally and completely. So this could be an incredible summer if you're a Miami Heat and LeBron James fan. And it could be a very awful summer if you're a hater or doubter. Now, we're not there yet. They still got to win one more game. Like we said, look, LeBron is a competitor. He's not going to be happy that he missed the last couple of minutes of this game, or minute or whatever it was. He's definitely going to want to come out in the next game and make sure everybody forgets about that. And they all remember he's the guy, he's the man, finals MVP, etc.
Think about that. Think about the summer of LeBron. Think about all this happening. This is it. It's all right here. NBA fans and the Miami Heat fans.
Yeah,
this
you know what?
Go ahead.
Let me just say this too. This isn't just the summer of LeBron. Look, LeBron, we love LeBron. LeBron has been being hyped since he was in high school. I remember the covers on Sports Illustrated and everything. And so all the haters, all the doubters, they've had more than a decade. Oh, LeBron's hype, he's overblown and all overhyped and all this. But LeBron wins this game on Thursday, and he has a good game. It's over. The king has ascended the throne. There is no more doubt. He can put it all behind him for good. We have 48 minutes away from LeBron conquering all doubters and demons.
This is so incredible. I am fired up about it, and we're predicting he's going to win. We're predicting that the Miami Heat's going to win. They're going to have another championship. It's coming down to Game 5. I love this situation. What do you think about that? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Where are you at on this? Weigh in right now. This is NBA Finals. It doesn't get any bigger than this. LeBron James has done it all this season, and now he's this close to really making a statement and getting into that next level and getting that first championship ring. Miami fans, you got to be excited about it. OKC, do you think you can still win? How are you going to do it? Where are you at on it? Everybody needs to weigh in on this. Give me the comments below. Please subscribe up. I'm John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion. You're watching Conservative Media. That is Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Please rate this video up. Also, please post it to your social networking sites. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.